Welcome to Make It to Wednesday, the podcast that gets you through the week with laughs, real talk, and all the Gemini energy you didn't know you needed. We are your hosts, Carly and Karla, two best friends born a week apart, but somehow total opposites. Here, we dive into life's big questions, small wins, and messy moments. Think dating, marriage, family, pop culture, and everything in between. Whether you're thriving or just surviving, we're here to remind you you're not alone. So grab your coffee, your wine, or whatever gets you through, and let's make it to Wednesday together. Welcome back to Make It to Wednesday, a Hump Day podcast. We are your show hosts.
I'm Carla.
And I'm Carly, and we're glad you're here.
We're so glad you're here. Welcome back.
Welcome back. The podcast is officially legal.
21.
Drinking
episode 21.
legal.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
We were legal at 18, but
Yeah. Episode 21, so thanks for hanging in with us while we celebrate our legality.
Yeah. We're not going to drink on this episode, even though
No.
we are turning 21.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. It's just like not a great drinking day today.
No. Definitely not.
It's also hot as fuck outside.
Carly, it's so hot.
It's so hot.
Let me not complain.
So let's start with our hap, crap, cap. I have to say it so slow. Hap, crap, cap. Do you have a happy and a crappy for this week?
I definitely have a couple happies, actually.
Do you?
Yeah.
All right. What are they?
It's been a good date week for me.
Aww.
It's been a good date week.
Like you've gone on a few good dates.
Yeah.
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 What if you had to rank them?
Oh, I mean,
Are you saying it's obvious or like?
I would, for me, well,
Yeah.
I guess people don't know I mean, the first date, I went on 3 dates this week.
Okay.
Actually, 3 dates. One I can't. I just forgot.
Yeah,
about that.
one you can't talk about. Yep.
Would like to not be mentioned.
Yep. And that's okay.
And that's it's fine. I don't.
Yeah.
Really, it's not a big deal.
But you can still rank it.
Yeah. So I did Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday dates.
Okay.
Wednesday was number 1, of course.
Of course. Yes.
Monday was number 2.
Okay.
And then Tuesday was number 3.
Let's get into Tuesday's date a little bit. Is that okay? Can I ask you some questions about it? Okay. So, Carla, you met a man on
On the apps.
What app?
Probably Tinder.
Let's say probably Tinder.
Yeah.
This is the one you showed me a photo of.
Yes.
And this man is covered.
Facial.
I want to say head to toe. I don't know about his body.
From what I could see, yeah.
Head to toe.
Yeah.
Lots of face in tattoos.
Yeah.
Which, like, I love tattoos.
Of course, we're getting tattoos in like a couple months.
Great.
Yeah.
In a couple months.
We need to talk about it.
Do you need prep time? I'm confused.
There was requests from someone that we wait until they're in town.
Kelsey wants to get tattoos with
she
us,
wants
all
to
three
wait,
of us. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm happy to honor that, babe.
Yeah.
That makes sense. We've been talking about it for years.
It'll be her first one, right?
No, she's got.
Oh.
No, she got one when she was baptized. She had one before that. She got one with her other best friend.
That's a fish, right? Does she have the fish?
I don't remember. I think she.
Jeremiah
2911.
Okay.
She has that on her body. Yeah.
Okay.
I think she has 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's right. I just always forget.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's not up here like displaying them either.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm good with waiting.
But anyways, so
this man,
we call him tattoos.
Tattoos. Yeah.
Tattoos. Head to toe covered in tattoos. And I mean, when I say head to toe, I mean
head,
face, full face tattoo.
Was there any part of his face not covered?
Like part of one of his eyes was not.
But the other eye he had tattoos on?
Like, yeah. It looked, Carly.
You showed me a picture. I just can't remember.
Yeah. It looked crazier in person, if I'm being honest.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Car shows me a picture and says, I'm going out with this man. And I say, he could be a nice guy. And she says, yeah, he could be a nice guy.
He could.
And I'm going out to find out if he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
And it turns out he
really
is.
was. He's so nice. He is so nice. We went on a picnic.
To one of Carla's favorite spots because she had just mentioned it.
I mentioned it
time.
in passing, and he planned a picnic, bottle of wine, which.
Aww.
Okay, whatever.
Did you drive separate there?
No.
Oh, you rode together?
Yeah, I mean, we met and he picked me up. I put my car at at the bar down the street. Yeah, and then he picked me up from the bar, just because I didn't want him to know where I lived.
Carla promised me she'd go to a public location with any date. To be clear, this is like an any date thing.
Yeah. This isn't just specifically because he's got face tattoos.
But she gave me no information.
I totally forgot about it, to be honest.
Didn't tell me where she was parking, that she was riding with him, that they were going to this
Did you check my location at all on Tuesday?
Mm-mm.
Damn.
Nope.
That would have really scared you, huh?
It would have terrified me. Yep.
Yeah.
This is why I try not to actively check it all the time, but I might have to get back into the habit.
No. I'll be better at it. I know I've been saying that for weeks.
You said that last time.
Yeah. Sorry.
But he was thoughtful. Like
he was so thoughtful, and it was such good conversation. He's the most like he's a finance bro. He works in finance.
So interesting.
You would never have thought the way he looked.
No.
That
was his like field of choice.
Yeah.
You would think tattoo artist first.
Artist, musician, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
something artsy.
Something creative, yeah.
Finance is so...
And like goes into an office.
Yeah.
So crazy.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
I love that. Do you think you'll go out on another date with him?
Maybe. We said we would go out again. But he's also... So he's not newly single, but like moved here from a different state to be with
for a girl.
They broke up after like 2 years.
Yep.
And now he's considering moving back. Which that's fair.
Yeah. Does he have family back there too?
Yeah, everybody's there. He's in a me situation.
So to establish something here would be
Yeah. When his whole family is still. Yeah.
And after your amazing date last night, your number one ranking date, why would you go on a second date with tattoos?
What? Of course, not just with tattoos, but I'm still like going on dates with other people, even though like
you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket.
How could I?
I got an expression right too.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, thank you. Really I did really good.
But yeah, it was a good date. We said we would see each other again. I have a busy couple weeks.
Yeah,
like I don't know when that's gonna happen.
It's summer. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yep.
And like, if I'm being honest, he's not a priority.
Yeah, I mean he's a nice guy and nice. You can enjoy someone and have it just fall down your priority list. 100%. It just happens. Yeah.
That's how it is with Darren. I was like, what
Darren.
Is his name?
Yeah. I forgot about Darren.
Totally. We still text every day.
Wow. What about, I don't know what we called him on the show. There was another one, a B name.
Ben.
Yep.
Yeah, we're not.
That's like not right.
Yeah, we agreed that like.
Yeah. He hasn't tried to check in or anything.
He did. Well, he checked in that same day where the day we talked about how like this is not going to be anything.
He checked in that day?
He checked in that evening, yeah.
Oh, sir, we talked already today.
That wasn't necessary, and I didn't respond. So
yeah.
I will eventually.
No, now it would
sorry,
be
I'm
weird.
just saying this.
No, now it's just done. You just got to cut the loss.
Bad.
No.
He was like asking questions and everything.
He asked questions?
He like was like starting a conversation.
Well,
no.
You guys made it clear.
I made it clear.
You made it clear.
Yeah.
It's not on you. You don't have to respond. It's A-okay.
Yikes.
But then last night, you had a really great day out at the pub.
Out at the old pub around the corner.
Yeah.
You know, I walked there because I'm so athletic and so healthy.
Of course. And birds chase you.
Birds chase me. You saw the video.
I can't do this.
You saw the video.
Carla sent me another video of birds. A bird.
Okay, but they're...
Okay. I believe you. I do believe you.
It's like flocks.
That just wasn't the best video to indicate.
Sure.
Yeah.
He just was waiting around for me to leave the office.
He was, and then he was going to tell his friends.
Yes, he said, there she is.
This bitch is leaving the office,
Let's
y'all.
get her.
Let's get her.
It's getting that, yeah. Anyways.
So you were bold enough to go for a walk around the corner to the pub to meet Greg.
Mm-hmm. So this is date number 3. Mm-hmm. He listens to the podcast.
Hi, Greg. Thanks for being here.
Oh, I don't know that he'll listen ongoingly, but...
I do believe he will.
I don't know if it happens to pop up and he's like,
yeah, it just happened to this morning.
It did because he popped up on Wednesday because that's when the episode drops.
Greg, I know you're actively listening.
I don't know if he is. I don't know.
It's
either way,
so sweet. I would be like,
of course,
yeah.
Especially if I know I'm a topic of conversation.
Yes,
I'm gonna listen to see what this man has to say.
Absolutely,
of course,
yes.
Of course.
Yep.
But but he did say that it's not weird to go on a date 2 days in a row. So,
thank you.
Whatever. Sure. And he actually did have plans with his brother, which I did know. Yeah. I knew that.
You knew that before you made the bet?
No.
Because that would be a problem.
No. Oh my God, that would be so cheating.
That would be so cheating.
No, I didn't know until.
Okay, I feel better now.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll give you a pass on it, but I'm glad that he saw it the same way that I did.
Yeah.
Did you two like argue about that or have a little like...
No.
Because do you still think it's crazy?
Yeah, I do.
You do?
Yeah, but I would do it now. Well, it just depends on the person. Like now that I know that he's okay with it.
Like, and if he asked, you wouldn't like get the heebie-jeebies and be like, ew.
No, I probably wouldn't get the heebie-jeebies with anyone if they asked. To be honest.
That's true.
Like, if you feel like the date went well and I feel like the date went well, why wouldn't let's hang out?
The only time it becomes weird is when the person feels like it went well and you're thinking, I can't wait to get out of here.
Yeah.
Like, can I
really
get home
awkward.
fast enough? Yeah.
Really awkward. That's the Irish lullaby man.
Yes. Oh, God. I forgot about him.
Yikes.
Oh,
Yikes.
R.I.P. R.I.P.
Damn, he didn't die.
No. But
The relationship did.
The relationship certainly did. Okay, so you've had a good week, good dating week. Anything crappy?
Let me think.
See, it's just been a positive week, I feel
it
like.
has. It has.
How can anyone be upset when the weather's been good?
Oh, did I tell you Greg offered to walk me home yesterday?
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck?
Even though he drove. He was going to walk you and then walk back by himself.
Yeah, because now I'm panicking when you're walking back. Like,
yeah.
Then because now I got to walk you back to your car.
Yep.
Just give me a ride home.
Yeah.
If you feel like you really feel unsafe with me walking around the corner.
I live here too, sir. Like,
yeah,
remember
this
that.
is what I do.
This is my neighborhood.
Yeah.
It's not.
Now, granted, you do have to walk past like a
semi-sketch something or other.
It's like a ministry, like an unhoused
Oh,
ministry.
yeah. Yes.
So
I know
like,
where you're talking about. So, there's just a lot of people around.
There's people.
Yep.
There's people. So, I get it. And it was night. It was like we were there for like 6 hours.
It was really late, too.
Yeah.
Every time you guys have gone out, it's been like a lengthy...
What's an appropriate length of date?
No, I think that's perfect. I
Yeah?
love that. Like, you should hang out as long as you both are having fun and have something to say.
Yeah.
I would say I always plan for like 1.5 to 2 hours when I'm going out with anybody.
Okay.
You know, even meeting up with friends.
Yeah.
And if it's longer than that, as long as peeps are having fun, cool. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You feel
6 hours, though. That's like a good date.
I guess it was 6. Yeah, because we
That's
got there
awesome. Like after work.
4:30 and then left at like 10:30.
That's so
I felt really bad
fun.
for his dog. Like,
He hadn't been home.
no.
Also, if that ever happens, like once you guys are seeing each other more,
The answer is no.
if he needs somebody to go let
Carly,
his dog out so you two can have some fun.
When I tell you this man, like you live in the country, no, it's nothing compared to where he lives.
He's like in the country,
Carly, he sent me a video because we were talking about when we get married.
Huh.
When we get married, where we're gonna live, and I'm like, I just like can't see myself living like I said I could see myself living like being your neighbor.
Yeah.
Because there's people around.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't want neighbors at all. He said he can't see his neighbor's house from his place.
That would be Jason and my ideal.
Yeah.
Like,
no, thank
truly.
you. That doesn't work for me. So I need you to not move.
Really?
But he sent me a video, like, of he was turning into his driveway.
Yeah.
On Snapchat. He, like, sent it and, like, recorded up until he got to his house. Carly, the video was, like, 4 minutes long. I'm so serious.
Do you still have it?
I wish I had saved it.
Oh,
It was so, I was never, and it wasn't, it wasn't paved.
Yeah. It's just a
just
dirt drive. Yeah.
For 4 minutes. What's my car gonna do in the winter?
Who plows it?
He does.
Oh. Then you can live in the country. He'll take care of you. You can get lots of dogs and chickens, and you could get your goats.
He lives in a swamp.
Yeah, goats need to drink water.
Swampy water?
Sure.
I feel like that's
They're
a thing.
animals. I mean, they'll figure it out.
Is that how it works?
I don't actually know.
I don't feel like that's what we're doing
So
here.
Country Greg wants to turn Carla into Country Carla.
And I'm there. Like, I feel like I'm a country girl.
Love that.
I went to the hardware store today.
You did. I forgot about that. But maybe you tell him you guys can move in the country just somewhere not the house
let's
he's
move to,
in.
like, Sparta.
Yeah.
You know, somewhere.
Yeah.
He said he just wants land. He has 10 acres right now. How many do you have?
Three, almost 3.5.
Really?
Yeah.
So his property is big as fuck.
Yeah. Where I used to live before this in Greenville, it was, I think, 11 acres.
Really?
But there were little streams on it, too. So after
that's
you got
cute.
past that, it was kind of like
Marshy.
boggy and stuff.
Yeah.
It was really fun. I'd go back there a lot, but
To do what?
just like random exploration once in a while. Why not?
Fuck. Okay. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I don't know. But anyways.
How cute.
It was good.
Good.
Yeah, we have plans next weekend.
You have plans again.
Yeah.
You're glowing.
Stop.
I'm going to say that every time. I'm so sorry.
Yikes. He actually said the same thing.
What?
I was blushing during this date. It was so embarrassing.
You blush?
I mean, yeah.
I've never seen you blush. I would love.
You haven't?
I don't think so.
Really?
Really?
Okay.
Probably because I say embarrassing shit to you all the time and like.
Yeah, but it's just like, you compliment me all the time. I don't blush. Interesting.
I don't think so. My compliments
like,
must not be as great as Greg's.
It's just like a different type of compliment. I don't know.
Fuck you, Greg.
Oh my God.
Did he say anything about me friending and unfriending him?
No. Oh, good point. I forgot to bring that up.
Yeah.
Damn, I totally forgot to bring that up.
Watch, he never even saw it and it wasn't a thing. And
Yeah,
now we made it into a thing. And like
we mentioned it. I don't know. I don't know that he finished the episode yesterday, to be fair.
Oh,
the
okay.
episode, Wednesday episode. Yeah.
That makes sense.
So we'll see. He said he got at least an hour in.
Oh,
so he listened to his part.
Yeah.
It's not close. It's like an hour and a half episode.
It was an hour and a half episode, yeah. It was kind of long.
She
I
was
got through it.
Me too.
I listened to it on 1.5 speed.
Oh, how do you feel?
It was weird because you left me an audio message that I listened to shortly after. And obviously it's regular speed audio message.
Because it's now when you hear normal speed, it's so slow, right?
It's so slow.
I told you.
Speed it up.
I told you.
Yeah. Get your point across, right?
Like,
yeah.
Let's get moving here.
Let's get moving.
Anyways.
Yeah.
So, Greg, I had fun. If you happen to be listening to this. I also
don't
have
even
a
think
date.
she can come up with a crappy because she had so much fun. You also had a date. What?
I have a date tomorrow with Seed Number 2. I'm really excited about.
Oh, where are you guys going?
I don't know. I haven't picked it yet. He's coming here, so.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I'm excited to see him. It's
been
a while.
I was gonna say it's been like a week or so.
Yeah, I guess not a while, like but I mean, a week or so. Yeah, he was in Colorado last week, so.
Okay, so it's been a little bit of time. That'll be nice
to see him. Yeah.
Also, I love when people will like come to you. You know.
Listen.
Yeah.
Come to me every time, every single time.
I mean, Grand Rapids is a nice
There's
big
shit
city.
To
There's
do
so
here.
much to do.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's like not things to do where Greg lives.
Yep.
Where Steve Number 2 lives. I guess there is, but like not
things that you know.
Things that are within walking distance.
Yeah.
Y'all live in the suburbs. I don't live in the suburbs.
Y'all live in the suburbs.
I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, I don't really have a crappy. I guess the work thing today.
Yeah.
We did like a playground cleanup in one of the public schools. Mm-hmm. And
sounds so
did
fun.
some paint did us, does it?
No.
I just hate it was hot.
Did you partner with the school to do it?
We partnered with like a company. We partnered with Custer.
Oh,
and they had a team come out
to
volunteer, and we oversaw it.
Okay, and so they're the philanthropic portion of that, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, actually.
Although we paid for all the stuff.
Oh.
I don't know why. Actually, no, some of it was donated by Friends of Grand Rapids.
Okay.
Anyways.
That's really nice, but that was your crappy because...
we painted, and I got paint all over my fucking shoe. I was so mad. Not this shoe, obviously.
All over her shoes. And how old are those shoes?
Okay, sure. They're old.
How old?
I like old enough.
How old?
Since like senior year of high school. It's fair. I get it, but like they were
those
still
shoes
they were
are
in
legal
great
drinking
condition.
age.
Like literally, they were in such good condition.
But now they're not.
No, they have paint on them.
They're
Now they're
paint shoes.
When will I ever need those again? I guess tomorrow
when you live
when
in
we
the
do
country.
another. For what? I'm not painting.
Painting.
Who paints in shoes, by the
with
way?
Your chickens? I don't know. I go barefoot.
Barefoot, of course.
So, yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyways, so that was my week. Got a lot to look forward to.
Week. What a lovely week.
Yeah.
I don't have any crappy that I can think of other than, still dealing with like health issues and my urologist being out. Like urologist, if you're listening, which I know you're not, like fucking call me back. Thanks.
Give me a call. Give me a shout.
Let me know if this is urgent or not, because you made it sound like it was, and then you went on vacation. So.
And now Carly's trying to go on vacation, so.
Yeah, and I need an answer. Mm-hmm. Can I go? Can I not go?
What do you guys think? Should she go? Just say yes or no.
Should I go? Yeah, you don't need to know anything about it. Just like, should I go? Once you know more, your answer will be no, and I understand.
I'm actually feeling
that.
like no as well.
It's a no. It's got to be
you
a no,
think?
but I'm gonna wait till I hear back from him. Yeah, if I didn't hear back from the doctor, it's a no. Okay. If I do hear back and he says yes, then it's a yes.
Really?
But other than that, it's a no. Yeah. So that's my crappy. But my happy is I had a really, really long day yesterday. I peopled really hard. Mm-hmm. But it was really lovely.
Good. Yeah. Tell me more.
My aunt texted me the night before last, and she said, hey, my aunt's a single woman, older like my mother's age.
Aunt Lori.
Aunt Lori, yeah. And she's just really cool and doesn't need anybody for anything, but she needed me for something. And
Cute.
She's like, hey, I've got this chair I want to buy off a marketplace. I've been messaging with the woman. She's at work tomorrow morning, but her husband will be home. And I just don't want to drive out there and go by myself, like just her, single woman, to the boonies. Why did she call you?
Just because you
I saw her last week,
okay.
Just bumped into her, and I told her how nice it was to see her, and so maybe she
that's
just thought,
really sweet.
Yeah. So, and she knows like my kids are at school versus like with my sister, she has a kid at home. Like with my mom, she'd have to drive out. So my aunt said, if you can, great. If you can't, no problem. And I was like, yeah, just message me in the morning. Let me know, because she needed to make sure she could escape work for a little bit.
Yeah.
She verified in the morning. She came and picked me up. We got out there. It was like a 30-minute drive, but she planned for about 45.
Cute.
So we had some extra time to kill. So we went into a little shop that's out there. And then we went to the guy's house and ended up liking the chair. She bought it. We carried it out. He had some cute dogs and great landscaping, so we talked to him about his landscaping.
Of course.
I got some gardening ideas. He was really nice.
What kind of chair was it? Like your new one?
Like a chase style. Okay. Like it had a long... Yeah, because she has 2 big dogs.
Oh,
one
cute.
of them is like...
She does?
Bigger than Odin. Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
And he's 11. I didn't know that.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
She is living my dream.
I'll tell you all about her life before, because at one point she had like 2 big dogs when she was recently
I remember
divorced.
that.
Yeah.
And those are the same dogs?
Different dogs.
Oh, okay.
So
I was
long
like,
ago.
what?
Yeah. But she's always had cool dogs with cool names, and yeah. So helped her, and then I was hungry after, and I needed to go see my grandma. Not needed, but wanted. It's my day with her.
Yeah.
And so Lori was like, well, we could stop in, we could get food, whatever. We stopped somewhere, got some food, and she took me to my grandma's. Y'all, my grandma is so sassy lately. I mean, at 92, she can be.
Yeah.
I mean, no one's going to be like,
what they gonna say?
Be nicer to me.
Yeah.
Like, whatever, be mean to me. I'll be a punching bag. You're not going to be around
She's 92.
forever. Like,
yeah. She's not being rude. Like,
no, I mean,
no, I don't think that's rude.
She was a little rude to my poor aunt.
I don't think
it
that's
was
rude.
so funny.
She's here.
I was sitting on the couch with my grandma, and I'm like, what do you want to do, Grandma? Do you want me to, like, do anything for you? Do you need me to clean anything? Like, I want to be useful, but her place is so small. Like, I already did such a deep clean on the bathroom, like, 2 months ago? Like, did the walls, did the ceiling.
You washed her walls?
Yeah. I wiped them down, and I took some artwork off and, like, dusted that.
How often do you wash your walls?
Mine?
Yeah.
Never.
When
I paint them.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Sure. I guess I wash them. No, I'm really, like, maybe once a year.
Oh, yeah. Like,
if that.
Yeah. Yeah. And my baseboards is even less. So
please don't even get to me. Y'all never see me. Never.
No. People who are like, clean your baseboards.
Never.
Like,
why?
Don't. Why?
For what?
I don't. Allergies and shit, I guess.
I don't have those. Well,
I don't have those, but not for that.
Yeah.
So my grandma and I are sitting there. I say, well, what would you like to do? Do you have anything you need? I'd already asked her if she wanted to go to lunch. She told me no, because I wanted to eat too early. Noon, 1 o'clock is too early. She has lunch at 4 p.m.
4 p.m. Grandma, I'm hungry.
I was hungry.
Yeah, that's not going to work for me.
Yeah, normally I see her in the morning.
Sure,
but I'm starting to do afternoon now because of Murder, She Wrote. Yeah, the reruns that she watches.
Super important.
So she says to me as we're sitting there, well, I wanted to play Scrabble. And then she sighs very deeply and says, but she's here, and points at my aunt.
Why can't she play if she's here?
And I think because she knew that my aunt couldn't stay as long as a game of Scrabble, and she didn't want to start the game.
Like, why does Aunt Lori have to play? Like,
she doesn't. She could have. I mean, my grandma and I could have started the game, and Lori could have just sat in the chair.
Yeah,
but
she's just hanging out.
Lori just said, okay then, well, I'm going to head on back to work, and Carly, I'll be back after a dog gets dropped off at work, and I will send you a message when I'm here. So Grandma and I played Scrabble.
Cute.
And, the last time I was over there prior to yesterday, we had a great game of Scrabble. Like, she was on it, all the words, all the rules, everything. Yeah. It was like playing with her when I was a kid.
Okay.
Yesterday was a little different. It wasn't the worst game we've ever played, but she definitely was kind of rushing it, especially at the end. Like, I'm pretty sure she went 3 times in a row.
No.
And I did say, oh, hold on 1 second. You can play that, but I gotta go first. And I think because I was keeping score and helping her put tiles down and counting them, like, it just seems like a lot of time has passed.
Yeah.
And, like, felt like it was her turn again, so she'd go. So I had to say, nope, it's still my turn. Yeah. But I actually beat her by, like, 4 points.
Oh, so, do you not normally win?
No, she's really good.
I've never lost a game of Scrabble.
Because you cheat.
I never once have cheated. That's really crazy. I'm not going to have this argument with you again, but just know, like, I didn't cheat. Anyways.
I believe you about the birds. I'm just saying. When you take a high points
This is not what happened, though. Like, okay.
And you hit it on the floor.
I didn't hide it.
And you exchange tiles.
Well, that's what everybody does. Who's an exchange tiles?
No, nobody does that. That's
Everybody
cheating.
does that.
That's
Everybody
cheating.
does that. I've never
I don't
once
do that.
played that game with anyone who doesn't also do that.
What?
Yeah, everybody does that.
I don't do that.
That's why you be losing. So I don't know what to tell you.
It's
Anyway,
gonna be my hot take. I don't believe in cheating in Scrabble.
Me neither.
Fuck you. So Lori came, picked me up, brought me home, which was so sweet of her.
That is really nice.
And we just got to chit-chatting. Like, even after picking up the chair, we had to go to her house to drop it off. And I haven't been to her house in a long time because her house is very sacred to her as a single older woman.
Yeah,
it's
I
her
get
spot
that.
of rest,
I
you
get
know?
that, yeah.
She'll leave and hang out with all of us, but like we don't all go over there.
Where does she live?
She lives north of me.
Okay.
Yeah. But she, you know, invited me in, obviously, because I had to move the chair in, but then offered me food. And, like, we were chit-chatting. She's like, you got to try this. And we got to talking about, like, health. And, like, she might do a share, like, purchase a share at a farm for, like, milk.
Yeah,
Like
cool.
what my sister does.
Yeah.
So we were talking about that. And then we were talking about making yogurt and making this and that. And we got to talking about tallow. And she had that moisturizer. And she's like, you got to try this.
Yeah.
So we just had a nice...
Girly time.
A really nice time together, and
Yeah.
I haven't ever had that with her. So
Wow, that's really special.
it was so
That's cool. Yeah.
it was so cool. And then to see grandma, and then came home for like 40 minutes, took a quick shower, got changed, and then I was like, fuck, I'm gonna be 10 minutes late to a dinner date. And we went to my friend that I used to work with,
Yep.
old coworker, and we haven't seen each other since September, which it had been forever when we had met up in September. And we said, let's not let it be that long again.
Of course, isn't that how it goes?
Yep. And then
Yeah.
we're like, oh shit. Like, we sat down and I realized back in September, she was still with her ex. And like, she broke up. Yeah, they broke up in November, and then she met the guy she's with now.
Yeah.
And they're like so serious and they're so cute. And like, he sounds like an amazing person for her, which is awesome. So we got to catch up on all of that.
Love. That's really sweet.
Plus, it was at a spot. It was at the Winter Inn, which
I've heard they have really good burgers.
really,
Yeah.
I should try their burgers.
I mean, it's like really far away. For like,
I'm gonna go back.
Okay.
If you want to go sometime,
I'm not driving.
It's so cute. I'll drive.
Always.
You used to drive everywhere.
Isn't
when
that
we go
crazy?
out. Now I'm like, I can
know,
drive.
I hate
It's
driving.
fine. Right.
Hate.
So really, Jason will drive.
Yeah. Jason's got us. He
Jason's
loves to
got
drive us
us.
around. Is it weird? Do you think it's weird that I get shotgun?
No.
People, anytime I tell anyone that, they're like, you get shotgun and the wife sits in the back, I'm like, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I get car sick. It's the whole thing.
I think it would be. You don't. If anyone does, it's me.
I get car sick. My
I
stomach
think
hurts.
it's weird if you have 3 people going out together and 2 are a couple. I think it's just as weird putting the couple in the front seat together and the other person in the back as it would be to have the other person driving and the couple in the back. I think it's equally as weird. Like, it just creates exclusion when there doesn't need to be. Like, when you've got 3 people hanging out, you're all equals and friends. So, like, hang out, you know?
Yeah, for us.
Yeah.
Like, we are all equals and friends, I would say.
Yeah.
But I can see, like, I don't know.
I guess maybe with other people.
Yeah, like, if you and...
How about my sister and Tyler?
There's not a chance in hell I'm sitting in the front seat. With Tyler?
When we were younger, I drove them somewhere. Like, we all went somewhere, and the 2 of them sat in the back.
No, I'm not a fucking... Like, I'm not a limo driver.
Yeah,
Get in the front seat.
I was very
That's
weirded out by
crazy.
it. Danielle, I don't know if you remember. I was very hurt. I was deeply affected.
It's insane.
Deeply affected. To this day, I've hung on to it.
That is weird. I'm not an Uber driver.
No, correct.
Why couldn't Danielle sit in the front?
Uh-huh.
Well, I don't know.
She was younger then, too, and they were, like, in that NRE phase, I think. Like, that obsessive.
And it was
like,
just the 3 of you.
Yep.
I don't know.
Yep.
I don't know.
It's fine. I'm clearly processing still, but...
I guess it's just like not a situation where I'm sitting in the back if I don't have to.
I know, right?
Even when with Kelsey and Nate, I sit in the front seat.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Who's driving?
Nate.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I get car sick.
Well, when we go to the Winter Inn in Greenville, Jason can drive us. Maybe you and I, next time he drives us somewhere, let's you and I get in the back.
I would feel so bad.
And just not say a word.
It literally is giving driving Miss Daisy. Do you know what I mean?
Driving Miss Daisy.
You know that reference?
Yes.
It's just like...
It's weird, right?
Yeah, I don't know about that. Anyway, sorry. What were we talking about?
The Winter Inn.
Yeah,
So, yeah. We just had a nice time, and we were there probably like 2.5 hours.
Nice.
Maybe. Yeah.
You said you played trivia?
So we were gonna, and we got the thing. It was sci-fi trivia. And the first round was Star Wars. So we just bowed out.
There's just no way.
Yeah. Later when they were doing another one, I don't know what it was. Maybe it was movies or something. I knew some of the shows they were showing.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I feel like you'd be good with TV shows like that.
Yep. Because I do watch like sci-fi shows, but Star Wars.
If you started Star Wars immediately, I'm gonna be at such a deficit.
Yeah.
That there's no
reason, and we were just really enjoying talking.
Sure.
So we wouldn't have been paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really nice.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, that's a lot of like extroversion in one day.
That's a lot of people.
Like literally from the moment my aunt picked me up to when I got home at 10 p.m. I had been with people all day except for about 10 minutes.
Crazy.
Yeah. And that was during my shower.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because then Jason and I talked too because he came
I was
home.
just going to say then because you like showered not together but like one person's in the shower and the other's just like sitting on the ground.
Days like that, he and I have a few days like that every now and again. They're really hard on us because especially if we have the kids and we're like struggling to connect. But we're trying to connect over like job stuff and over insurance and over health stuff, and it's like fuck, I got 10 minutes I can give you my undivided attention. It was really like 25, but
sure, but
we had to make some big decisions yesterday, and I'm like, okay, let's do it.
And you showered while he sat on the floor?
He stood there and chatted with me. Yeah.
So crazy.
Yeah.
What's the preference? Do you prefer he stands? Do you prefer he sits on the ground?
I don't care.
On the toilet?
It honestly, I think it changes depending on the mood. Like we were like both kind of feeling very energetic.
Okay.
Like the day was very energized, and so he was standing up. I think he might have been smoking too.
Okay.
So like
yeah.
When I'm in there, especially if it's like an evening thing and I'm not showering and he is, I'll like sit on the floor with a book or like play euchre or whatever. If we're not like talking, if it's just chill.
No.
And if I'm feeling like that, I'll tell him like take a long shower. I just want to like
just be in your presence.
Yeah, I want to put a blanket down with a pillow and prop back and just like sit here.
How often does that happen?
Once a week.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
It sounds crazy. It's actually the cutest thing. Like I would never, but like that is like really, really romantic.
The thing is like, it's definitely a me thing that I do because I used to do it with my ex-husband too.
Sure. Yeah.
We had a bathroom that in the winter it was the only spot in the house that would get warm.
Sure.
Because it was like a really old, not well insulated home, and we were broke kids. And I would sit in there when he showered, and I'd sit right in front of the cupboard of the vanity because the heat register was right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'd bring a blanket in and just wrap up and sit there and read a book.
Did you do that when you were like little too? Like with Danielle or anything?
Yeah.
Interesting. Have you ever done that with me? I don't think so.
I don't think so. No. Part of that, though, is like...
We usually shower at the same time also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say, when we're here, you're in one, I'm in the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I feel like you've come in and talked to me, though, when I was in the shower.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I do it all the time to like my sisters.
Yeah.
I don't have any problem. I did it with Steve number 2.
Did you really?
Yeah. Let's just hang out.
Hey, let's hang out.
Yeah. It's actually not that crazy now that I think about it.
It's not.
It's such an invasion of privacy, but like if you don't care, I don't care.
Well, like especially in my bathroom.
Yeah, you've got hella room.
Yeah.
You got space.
I got lots of space.
Yeah.
But it's like even my mom and sister and I would always like, hey, what's the plan? Like pop
my
in
mom
and
had
chat with each
no
other.
privacy.
None. Mothers
no
don't.
privacy. Sorry. What the fuck you been? What do you mean private? What do you mean? I'm here because you wanted me to be here. So
yeah, you birthed me. So
let's hang out.
Here I am.
Literally.
Yeah.
Literally. Yeah, yesterday was my mom's birthday. I totally forgot about that.
Yesterday was Mom's birthday.
Yeah.
Aww.
And it was so nice. I didn't even think about it. Well, I did, but like not
it's
enough.
in passing. Yeah. It's
interesting.
Hard, I think, sometimes when your brain doesn't want to get stuck on something.
Yeah, because if I can't, I'm not in a mental space where I can be sad right now, like with Mother's Day and birthday. Like,
yes,
that's just,
it's
like, a
too
lot.
much.
Yeah.
Yep.
So like in a couple months, I'll think about it. And I'll get sad again, but like not right now.
Not right now.
Yeah.
I think in 5 days it's the anniversary of my dad's death.
It is.
Yeah. Oh, May is a lot.
It is a lot.
It's so fucking much.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I had a happy week, and yesterday was the highlight of my happy week. I probably had a lot more going on this week. I just truly, my brain isn't holding things.
It's focusing on the happy. That's good enough. Let's do it.
Yeah, I love that.
My crappy is still that girl, that bitch from Big B.
That bitch from Big B. That's gonna be my crappy for the next month. Like my mom. What's so fucking funny is when we went in there, we got a $10 gift certificate or gift card or whatever for the boy's stepmom. And then we get to...
I forgot about that.
We get to the soccer field, and my mom had a $10 gift card for you and for me, and she said to Karla that it was from Simon.
It was really sweet. So sweet.
Simon and I talked.
Yeah.
Here's what we got
This is what he wanted me to get you.
But, like, we can't redeem that in Sparta.
I wouldn't do that either way. What the fuck? I don't come here.
No.
I'd be here all the time, actually.
I was going to say.
Isn't that crazy?
You like live here. You have a room.
Live here. I do.
We should make the boys share a room so you can have your own room here.
Just like pop in even when they're here.
Yeah.
I feel like they would be okay with that.
They always sleep together anyways. So
they should get bunk beds.
I know. Those rooms wouldn't be conducive for it. They're just small.
You think?
With the windows and stuff. I mean, the bunk bed would have to be in the middle of Elliot's room.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, you just have to get, like, there's queen beds in both of those bedrooms.
There are.
Like, what's a queen bed takes up more space than a bunk bed.
That's true. I mean, yeah, I think of, like, the vertical space and, like, the ceiling's not that tall.
That would be an issue.
And then it would block the window. Like, a queen bed can go, like, Elliot's headboard is against the window. But, like, if you have bunk beds there.
He has 2 windows. I just realized
he does. We just keep that other one shut. Yeah. So, yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
Anyways, so it's been a good week.
Great week.
Is it my turn to pick the Listen Bitch card?
Yeah, are we done with weekly recaps? Yeah,
I think so, yeah. I don't know that I have. You bought candles?
I bought 10 candles yesterday. And I also bought shorts and pants.
You did? Where at?
American Eagle.
Okay.
I just needed,
when did you go shopping?
Excuse me? Last night online. What are you talking about?
Oh, I'm thinking going in. I'm sorry.
I should have. I really should have. Just so I could do some size checking, but.
Yeah. But you know what? You can always return stuff.
100%.
Because you know how to do returns now.
I do. I'm a big returner now, guys.
When I met Karla, I told her I think I had something out that I was like, oh, that's just a return. Mm-hmm. And you're like, a what?
Yeah, like I don't do that.
And I was like, yeah, if it doesn't work out, if I didn't feel like trying it on and I bought it, I'll return it.
Not me. Never.
She doesn't now.
Never. Yeah, now
it's
I do.
so easy, right?
And like now, like, because I mean, anything I would wear, I would give to Ken. Like I give my clothes to my sister anyway.
Yes.
So like, if I don't like it, she'll wear it.
She'll probably wear it.
Yeah. But now like I can't.
Yeah.
I mean, I can because she still fits it, but
yeah. But also, you don't see her all the time, and to then hold on to it.
Bag. I have a bag right now that's been waiting to get dropped off at her house.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
We still have to figure out too when we're going through your closet. I'm so
overwhelmed with it, Carly.
I'm sorry.
You're fine.
I fucked up our sign. Well, and I think that's the thing is like if I help you, it could be overwhelming for you, but I think having someone else there is helpful.
It's only overwhelming because pretty much everything has to go.
Yeah.
Like my pants don't.
But I think that's when we can make like 3 piles, right? Like a keep, which will be very thin.
Yeah, keep is going to be like sweaters.
Yeah.
And I've got hella sweaters.
And then like definitely doesn't fit. And the definitely doesn't fit have to be like a donate pile and maybe like if you want to try and consign any, right? Or gift or whatever. Sure. And then that midsection that's like, I could still fit in it now if I don't have a lot to keep, but will need to go when I get new clothes.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I just feel like for me, I mean,
yeah,
I regularly buy clothes. Like I'm just like a shopper. That's just who I am as a person.
That's true.
So like, and I'm not hoping to fit back in those clothes ever again. You know what I mean? Like
we can just
yeah.
Because
if I need to, I don't plan to ever have to buy that size again. Hopefully,
that's perfect.
Lord willing.
Yeah, and like also, I had this moment day before. Oh, I wish I had my phone because there was this like, I'll bring it up maybe on the next episode possibly. I don't want to start talking about it because then I won't be able to reference
100%.
it. But it was basically like, it wasn't the same as what I've said before about letting things go that don't serve you, but it was in that same token, like of it. Like I have a jean jacket that I have in the top of my closet that I'm like, someday I'm gonna fit in that again. But you know what? I don't now. And I didn't last year. It's a little too tight in the elbows and the arms.
Oh, like, you hate that.
I'm a buff girly. Yeah. I'm not going to strive to fit in that item.
Yeah.
It's just there in case I do. But you know what? When I can and when I do, I'll go get a different jean jacket if I want a jean jacket.
That jean jacket may not even be in style.
Correct.
You know what I mean? Is it in style now?
It's a staple. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's just a staple jean jacket. It's like a
basic
form-fitting basic, like
form-fitting.
Not form-fitting, but not your loose, like baggy ones, not the oversized.
That's what all my jean jackets look like.
I had an oversized one. Did I get rid of it?
Finally? I hope not. I love that jacket. I loved that jacket. You got rid of it?
I don't know. I haven't worn it in a while, so now I'm trying to remember if it's in my closet.
I feel like
it's probably there.
like you brought it to Savannah last year.
I think you're right. You're right. I bring it on every vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which we need to discuss vacations.
We do. But first, let's discuss Listen Bitch.
Let's do it.
I'm going to pick a card, any card, and I'm going to hand it to you.
Okay.
I'm really bad at this because, like, I hold the mic up while I do it. But look at that. I'm getting better. Why'd you gasp?
Listen, bitch. Your pet thinks you're a queen. Your pet is right.
Oh.
Daddy's cute.
Your pet thinks you're a queen. Your pet is right.
Oh.
And he got you a Big B gift card.
I love him so much. Sometimes I just sit and I'm looking at him like, wow.
Yeah.
How did I get so lucky?
Aww.
He's truly the love of my life. I love him so much. It makes me cry.
I think that about Odin every like other day, and then I hate him a lot.
I think that about Odin all the time too.
He's such an angel, and then like you think that, and then like last night we're sitting. I'm finally relaxing after I've peopled all fucking day, and you know what he does? He gets his ball and he comes over and he drops it on the coffee table in front of me and stares at me. Jason's sitting right next to him.
Carly, I know you don't believe you're his person.
I'm his Why?
What do you mean?
The other day I did a social experiment with him. He was following me around the house like he does. So I decided to stop about every 10 feet. On my journey from one end to the other, he stopped with me, stood there, looked at me every single time.
Carly, that's really sweet.
Yeah, it was sweet. It is sweet.
An angel. I love him so much too.
Hims is an angel. And I told Jason I really needed him to play with Odin last night because I was all peopled out. And I'm like, I'm not going outside to throw a ball right now. I just need to sit.
Yeah.
I just need this. And so we took him outside for like 2 seconds. But so anyways, your pet thinks you're a queen.
Yeah.
Or king if you're listening and you are a dad, a pet dad.
I'm a pet dad.
Pet dad.
Technically, I have 2 dogs.
Technically. Yeah. Yeah.
Both of my kids are so incredible. Oh, aww. Don't even get me started on Micah.
Micah is beautiful.
Oh, she is so beautiful.
I also love the other one.
My bear.
Yes, Bear.
Oh.
I was like, why can I never remember his name? He's adorable.
He's so cute and he's so sweet. He is so sweet. I can't wait to see them. They're coming next month. I'm so excited.
I have it in my planner.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I got to double check.
I love when the kids all get together.
When the kids all get together.
So sweet.
Well, Bear and Odin can't get together anymore.
I'm okay with it. I'm fine with them getting together. Also, if next weekend when I'm dog sitting, Greg brings his dog, how do you feel about it?
Have fun.
I'm not concerned.
Odin doesn't like other dogs.
I don't know why you think that. He loves Simon. He loves Simon.
He loves Simon. That's different.
And I actually think he loves Mike. He loves dogs.
He loves them too much.
That's different. That's not the same thing as not liking other dogs.
He loves them too much, and he doesn't leave them alone.
I'm getting the vibe that Greg's dog is the same way.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. If you would like to take that on.
I don't know why you're saying like I'm going to be concerned. I'm not even a little bit nervous about it.
Just don't leave them together alone.
Okay.
I just don't want like Odin to like. What if he attacks another dog? What if that dog attacks him?
I'm on guard. Don't mean I'll never let anyone hurt him. Don't get me. Of course,
he's my baby.
Of course,
he's my 70-pound baby.
Yeah, I think she's a little smaller than that.
I was gonna say I want to see a picture of her.
She's so cute,
and it's a girl, so that's helpful.
Yeah.
Will Simon be here too?
Yeah, I'm hoping. That's why I'm hoping like those two can play, so Simon can
get a break,
hang out with Maui.
I was gonna say he can hang with the cat. Okay, I have a hot take.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let me preface this by saying I'm taking a turn from like fun and funny to like serious.
Okay.
And it's an opinion.
It's an opinion, people.
It's an opinion.
So that bitch on, sorry.
Go ahead and address her.
That TikTok warrior on.
Did she say anything back?
No. But some other girl was like, you'll be okay. So we posted one of our clips was about how.
What child are you saving first?
And Carly said she would save her own child, which...
And this was in a scenario on a field trip where there's a bog and the boardwalk collapses.
Yeah, like, it's not like...
I'm saving my child because he's standing right next to me,
and guys. Also, like, this is my child.
Yeah, and like, I can't save 30 children in a bog.
And this girl commented and said, this is gross.
Would I ideally save every single one?
Of course.
Absolutely.
But that's not a realistic expectation. Like, you can't.
And I was being realistic. Also, we have a sense of dark humor. Like...
Yeah. Whatever. Yeah. We're not killing kids. The bog did it, not us.
The bog did it.
Like, so that
and
girly...
adults. There were other chaperones. Who are they saving?
Right.
Why am I doing all the
Why
heavy
is it all
lifting?
on you?
Yeah.
To lift the heavy children.
The weight of the world
I just feel like, anyways, that girlie, relax.
Can relax, honey. Have a drink. Smoke a smoke.
Seriously.
Just breathe. You will be okay. Which actually brings me into my hot take, which is, are we living through World War III right now?
Tell me more.
So every day feels like a battle.
Is your hot take, we are living through World War III?
Correct.
Okay.
We are living through World War III.
Okay.
And that war has been going on for a while. Okay. Since, I would say before COVID, but let's just use COVID as the starting block for that. Okay. For an official World War III start date. And what I mean by that is it's a different kind of war than any other war has been. Okay. I think when we talk about war, we think like invasions, right? We think of like people pulling up in their boats, jumping on land that's foreign to them and going in.
Just to be clear, that is also happening, but
that is also happening. Yes.
Not on boats, but you know what I mean. Anyways.
And not in a world war fashion, but in a very like many people in the world are in that war. However, I feel like there is actually a full, like the entire world, and it is more so all of the things that are happening right now. Okay. Including but not limited to technology being number one, the war with technology and against each other. Like even having a podcast and like talking about stuff, anyone and everyone can come at you from any angle about anything they want at all times.
Do you think that's new?
I'm not saying that's new. Okay. It's new since the 80s, since the 90s.
Because of technology.
Because of the internet, because of the ways we're all interconnected. And I think that's more what I mean about we're living through World War III and it's different, is that we are all interconnected in a way we've never been before. And so like I can actually verbally attack anyone I can find on the internet in the world at any moment. Yeah. And people have never been that accessible to each other ever.
And people build these parasocial relationships with people they don't know in real life. Yes. And like really, really get invested. Yes. And it's just. Yep. And I do this too. Like I know that my husband is Zac Efron. Like I get it. Yeah. But like also I don't care about you people. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, you're not paying my bills. Correct. Your opinion does not matter. Correct. Your opinion matters.
Yes. The tangibles,
or
right?
That bitch on TikTok.
That bitch on TikTok.
Your opinion, I do not care.
Yes. But the problem is that we don't have the proper armor to deflect the shit that comes at us, because what would that look like? It would be a one-way street. It would be a one-way interaction, right? It would be for posting, right? It'd be posting content and then never allowing people to comment like whatever. But even bigger than that is like people attacking each other for things that are on the internet and having that then turn into like real life scenarios, and that aggression continuing in person with people they don't know. I've been thinking a lot lately about the anger in the world and like all of this. You can have someone who sees something you post who lives in another country that you would never interact with in real life, and before you know it, they're saying horrific things about you and your family. Or I mean, how many times do you see stuff where there's these keyboard warriors who are going at each other and you're like, you don't even know them.
You don't know them.
You don't know them. So I don't know weird. Them. Like
I can't fathom taking the energy and time to like respond back to something you disagree with. Yes. Thinking somebody else gives a fuck what you think. Yep. Like I can't even what?
Right?
I don't care. You shouldn't care.
You shouldn't care. And it feels like the kind of, I'm calling it war. It's mental warfare, I think.
Of course.
But the version that we're all living through right now, I don't think, and we've talked about this before, none of us are like thriving in it, right? Mm-hmm. Like no one is hearing these things and thinking like, oh, no big deal. Like it affects us mentally what people say, even if we don't want it to. But it's so much different than just showing up to win a battle, you know? There's no winning. There's truly no winning. There's no end game. Is there?
The winning is people need to change their attitudes.
Yes.
And until people are willing to do that, we're just here.
Let people live.
Let
people fucking live. How many people do you see attacking people online who are content creators who, whatever, people are watching them like they're doing their job. That is their job. Stop telling them they're fat and they're ugly or they're too skinny or they need to, whatever. Yeah. The shit I see people say to each other, oh my God, is that the world that we're living in right now?
Yeah,
it is. That's my world.
It
like,
is.
What?
It is.
I don't.
It sucks.
I don't prescribe to that.
I don't want to be a part of it. I do not subscribe to this narrative.
Yes, I do not subscribe to this narrative.
Yeah.
And so some days it's so heavy that it feels like being in an all-out war all the time. And then you get, let's just call it what it is. You elect a president who maybe sparks some of that in people. And there's more hatred now than ever. Yeah. And that hatred isn't just for people in your community. Like, it's not.
No, it's not.
No. I think about the 80s, and I know I was only there for a second, but I was still there.
I was barely there, so I don't really.
You were there the same amount of time, minus 1 week for me,
just
but
saying,
whatever.
Not the same amount of time.
May 1989, the year I was born.
I wasn't born in May.
And Karla was born a week later. But in the 80s, I mean, I don't remember them, but I do remember the 90s. And in the 90s, like, that's when technology really first started coming about for us. Like, I had dial-up internet. I don't even know if that was the 90s. That might have been the early 2000s. But, like...
It was the 90s, like 98.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what I knew and the view of the world to me was I could see it on a map. I could see it on a globe. I saw what the world looked like. I understood history. But, like, I couldn't interact with someone in China, immediately that day. Now I could easily do that, right?
Yeah.
And so my network of people that I could care about and had the potential to actually give a rat's ass about became so much bigger. And that's just since the 90s, the 2000s. That's in the last 20 years. Suddenly, our little community became a big community, became a bigger community, became the world. And community to community is always different, right? Like, think about the Amish community. Yeah. There's a lot of Amish folk north of us. Mm-hmm. And we're very familiar with it. We're used to it. We say, hey, watch out for buggies. Like, and then you see on the news people that don't watch out for buggies, and that it's just, you have to be able to live with people around you who have different perspectives and thoughts and beliefs. And just because I care about electricity doesn't mean someone else cares about electricity. But at the end of the day, everybody thinks the common view from people who have electricity is you better have it. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
But there's still a community of people that are like...
Who don't.
Yeah, and that's with anything. But our ability to respect that is gone. It's so gone. Not for everybody. Not for everybody.
I don't know. Not for everybody.
Not for everybody.
I think it has to be like a choice.
Yes.
To like continuously be open-minded and like being willing to see the side of that you wouldn't normally
correct
like lean toward.
Yes.
There are some things obviously that you got some non-negotiables in there. You know what I mean?
There are some non-negotiables. Like,
but
yep.
It's just about. I mean, it really comes down for me to like being a decent person.
Yes.
Respecting people.
Yes.
And respecting the way they live.
Yep. And it feels like what is thrown, at least in my face, every day, is that there are people that don't.
Of course.
And I get so fucking sick of seeing that. And we talked last episode about like your first thought doesn't have to be your last thought, right? Like people that double down on their opinion. But like if you're not open to changing the narrative, to changing you, what are you doing here? Like, this is life. You get one life.
But think about how many people have gone through life being completely in their own world, in their own bubble.
In their own lane.
You know what I mean? Like, not focusing, not just not focusing, but like not choosing to not see anyone else's point of view.
Yeah.
Those people are probably really happy.
Probably. And with that said, is that kind of like what happened prior to technology? Prior to...
Yeah, of course.
Prior to automobiles and airplanes.
Prior to knowing what other people are doing.
Yeah.
If you only had the option to see what's in front of you.
Yeah.
But why would you want to live that way? Why? Like, think about how much, like, greatness is out there that we didn't get to see in the 80s or the 90s or whenever. You know what I mean? Like...
But we have that perspective that we grew up in a totally different world than that. Like, am I saying I'd want to go to the 1800s now? Like,
I would hope not.
I would, yeah. No. But are there things that we can both learn and unlearn? You know, can we learn that it's cool to be connected, but also unlearn that we need to be connected all the time?
I just think connection looks different now.
That's true.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it was before, it was getting together with your neighborhood. Yes. And like, that's how you meet people.
And now it's flying to South Carolina to see our friend.
You know, like it just is different now. Yeah. And like, to me, that's not a bad thing. I think it's really cool that we have the opportunity to see how other people live.
I would agree with that.
Like, it's cool to be able to see like what's important in our society and American culture is so not a thing. Other places.
Yes.
And what's important to them, we don't even know about. You know what I mean? And like getting to learn about those different cultures and like seeing how they do life and what makes their lives tick.
Yep.
That's really a cool thing that we get to do that people before us never got to do.
That they never got to do or experience or see.
Yeah. I hate the idea of taking, I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, go ahead.
I just hate the idea of like technology at its core is a beautiful thing.
It can be a great tool, right?
It just is like,
yes,
it's an incredible way to see what's out there.
Yes.
When you couldn't before.
Yeah.
And I just like hate that like people have turned it into this thing where like
it's a place people to
spew hatred.
Yes.
For no reason other than to make yourself feel better and to make other people put people down. Like I don't get that.
I don't get it either. And is it people that like haven't traditionally had a voice in their community and now they go online to this bigger community and say, well, fuck it, I have a voice, I can go judge everybody?
Yeah, but why is that means your voice shouldn't be heard? Sorry.
Yeah.
Like if your only choice is to spew hatred,
then your voice isn't one that we want to elevate.
Yeah, that's not a voice that should be heard.
But
sorry.
Who gets to decide that, right? Like again, there's no like
That's true. But I also I don't know. I think about like it's so interesting. Mm-hmm. Even like dating people who are different than me. Like Greg lives in the country.
Someone in the country.
You know what I mean? Like even like having to consider things about like mixing families. Mm-hmm. Like what would his family think of me?
Yeah.
We had a conversation yesterday about how like he's got a family member who like he wouldn't ever introduce me to because of the things that they've said.
Okay.
And like to me that's first of all really crazy.
Specifically racist things?
Yeah.
Or okay.
Yeah.
I went there. I figured that was it, but okay.
But I mean could have been anything.
But honestly. He already was thinking, how can I protect you from somebody who is But why are we still there?
Why are we still there?
Why are we still there?
How can it be 2025 and you have to worry about how people are going to take your sister being gay?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like
yes.
How people will see the color of your skin and really have like an opinion about you.
Yeah.
What?
Yep. Still people who are closeted. For
people
whatever,
are closeted.
Right? Like,
that sucks. It sucks that people still feel like they have to hide who they really are.
Yep.
Because hatred exists because people feel like they can get on the internet and say whatever the fuck they want to say.
Whatever they want.
Yeah.
Yep.
What is
And even beyond that, like you were talking about seeing other cultures and even people in other countries, right? Mm-hmm. How many times growing up did you see commercials for the starving kids in Africa?
Regularly.
Bring that up.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. It's a thing. But with that and now more awareness and people traveling, now you have missionaries and you have people wanting to save people.
Yeah.
And I think there's this, and typically I'm using missionaries as the example. There's a lot of groups of people that want to save people.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But having people go to another location far away from their home to say, you're not doing life right.
Yeah. The way you're doing it is wrong.
I'm not talking about bringing people clean water, whatever.
No,
like they're good.
But it's building churches.
Yes. Yep.
Preaching I could really get on.
I know because there's depth to this conversation that I think we can't get into today.
I mean, like, I grew up in the church.
Yes.
I was going to be a missionary. You know what I mean? Like, now I just can't even, that's so embarrassing thinking about.
Can't even fathom it.
Like, what?
But again, it goes to you have your community and your view. Mm-hmm. Suddenly the world got bigger. I think about this with stupid example. You're going to laugh at me. Walking Dead. I know.
That's not stupid.
So silly though to think like we can actually make this, analogy. You've got Negan who's got his world with the saviors, and you've got the Hilltop community that's like country bumpkins, right? And you've got the Alexandria community with Rick, and they're badasses and they can fight and take care of themselves. And you get all these communities in Oceanside and the women. And I was thinking about this with. They say in one of the episodes, there was of course I watched the reruns.
Yeah.
But one of them says your world's about to get a lot bigger. Ironically, the guy's nickname is Jesus, who says that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But he says your world's about to get a lot bigger. And like with that comes war. There was war in Walking Dead, right? Like these communities merge, and through that, and some of them are really bad. Like Negan kills people.
Yeah,
like
that's just like what he did for fun.
Yeah, that was his thing. So anyways, my hot take is, are we living through?
No, we are. Your hot take is you feel as though.
I feel as though we are living through the 2025 version of World War III. Yes.
I don't disagree. I don't think that's a hot take, actually.
No.
I think most people would agree with that.
Yeah.
Even, like, depending on what warfare looks like to them, like...
Yeah. Like, there is some kind of war.
There's a battle that people are fighting that, like, we never had to fight like this before.
Yes. And we didn't even get into, like, mental health
I was just gonna say.
Yeah.
Like...
Yep.
That's
again, another subject to unearth and dig through.
I mean, mental health has obviously always been a thing. I don't think it's been... what's like a hot topic as much as it is now.
It's not been as realized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like people, y'all need help.
Yeah.
Y'all need help.
Yeah. I mean, it took me until like after my divorce to get depression meds.
Yeah.
And I kept saying, I should try that. I should try that. I should get on meds. I'm an angry person. Yeah.
I just feel like people feel like they have to fight and do life alone.
Yeah.
Without help. I don't know when we'll learn as a society, like, that's not a thing.
That doesn't work.
You really cannot do that.
Do you think, though, that with the increase in technology and with just everything, I mean, think about even healthcare system and all this stuff that's kind of grown so much in the last 20, 30 years, that part of that is people, at least here in the States, I would say that's like our perspective is in the States because that's where we live. But there is this idea from when you're young that you have to climb this ladder. And when you climb it, these are the things you accomplish along the way, like getting married and having kids, but also living alone. I mean, we value so much getting out on our own and like owning a home and doing all the things. And I loved when my mom lived with me for 3 months. Mom, I know you probably don't feel the same about it.
She does.
Whatever.
She had so much fun.
She had so much fun. I had so much fun.
I wonder, I mean, but I also think that it's a culture thing. Yeah. I don't think it's, I think like I have siblings that still live at home. Like, it like, or in like the Latino culture, you don't, unless you're like are getting married, you blend. You blend your family and you live together, and love. But I would say that the majority of the group think in the United States in 2025 is that is not acceptable or as acceptable as moving out on your own and doing your own thing. How many people that live back home have people been like, yeah, they're still back home. They're still at home. Like, still? Shouldn't they always feel comfortable at home? Yeah,
like,
I don't know. I actually don't know that I feel that way.
You don't? Okay.
No, I've always been like an advocate for like, if you feel like you need help and you have a place to go
there.
Yeah, of course.
That's great.
Like, I just
see, maybe that's the difference between where we grew up and like the people we grew up around.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I don't know. Yeah. I just have like, even I live alone now. I mean, of course, the love of my life, my dog. But like, I just like, maybe that it's because I live alone that I'm like, if you don't have to, if you feel like you like
want to be around other people and live with other people,
get a roommate.
Like, do it.
Go back
just
home.
Fucking do it,
especially if you can do it rent free. Move back home if you can do it rent free. Like, I would never, but you know,
that's so true though. Like, if you can go home you want to go home.
Like, most parents would love to have their children back. My dad would love if I moved home.
You think so?
I know.
Would he start asking you questions instead of me?
No, probably not. Probably not. No, I don't know. But he, like, I mean, to be fair, and I live 3 hours away. Like, I have not lived at home in
a while,
like decade. Or so. So like,
please don't move back home.
I would never.
I would make you a room here before you move back home. I need you to know that.
Never.
If you needed to move in with somebody, though, I hope you know you could come to me first. Like, yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. You have other people you'd go to first. Do you know what? Don't answer.
I do.
Oh.
Why is that crazy?
Oh. I mean, because you're here all the time.
Yeah, but like, if I like lived here, it would be different. It would really change our entire like dynamic. You don't think?
I'd be more of a mother hen. Be checking your location all the time.
I do that for you once. That's like not that crazy to me. Like,
all right. Well, that was my hot take.
Okay.
Yeah, there's so many layers. It's like an onion.
And we can revisit it.
Yeah.
I think that's a bigger discussion too.
I think I revisit it a lot, like in my head.
Of course.
And some days, depending on the battles you're fighting yourself and in your head, it makes the battle out in the world worse too. You know?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Carly, definitely.
Yeah.
It makes it louder.
It makes it louder.
Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely.
And that's hard. It's hard. It's like you're always playing catch up with where's my brain going to be today? Where's the state of the world going to be today? And how are they going to clash?
Yeah.
Or are they going to just team up on me?
What's going to happen next?
Yeah.
Stay tuned. The hell is going to happen next? My gosh. What else could fucking go wrong? I'm just kidding.
I know, but really.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to leave it on a depressing note. It's just, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we have time.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I have a hot take, I think. Let me just double check.
Yeah,
mine's not as like heavy, but
every time you look at your phone, if you've got a text, you know you got to read it.
It's from AT&T. I left something in my cart. I'm getting a new phone, guys.
You have AT&T?
Mm-hmm. That's why I have no fucking service here.
I was gonna say I thought you had Verizon, but that would make sense.
No.
Yeah.
Notes. I have two.
Okay.
One is gonna for sure it's gonna give hypocrite 100%.
Oh no. Okay. Let's start there.
I have a hot take.
What's your hot take?
I feel like if you know you're a bad texter, turn off your read receipts.
Are you talking to me?
No.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
No, I'm saying that if you know that it's gonna take you some time to respond, and you know that
don't leave somebody on read.
Don't leave me on read.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to do? Sit here? I'm sitting here overthinking what the fuck I sent.
Who left you on read?
I mean, it happens all the time. And to be fair, I also Kelsey's on read. I love Kelsey on read right now. I do it all the time.
Yeah.
But it's different. If it's especially dating, not leave someone you're just dating.
Yeah.
On
Here's
read.
the thing: if you are out there dating. If you're in the streets dating, turn your read receipts off entirely for everybody, and then just turn them on for who you're
specific people
who need to have them, right?
That's what it should be. Everybody should turn their read receipts off unless you are
unless you want somebody to see it. With Jason, he's back on. I turned his on.
Of course,
yeah.
My partner could never turn his shit off.
I didn't know that was a thing until I started dating after my divorce.
That read receipts were a thing?
Yeah.
You didn't know that you could turn them on and off?
I didn't know I could get anxious over being left unread. And then
there is no bigger, that leaves no big, there's nothing that leaves a bigger pit in my stomach. Than being left unread after
when we were still working together.
Yeah.
And I was seeing the one man.
Satan.
Bald Satan.
He was bald.
He was hot. You know what though?
I really disagree.
Thank you.
I think about the man that you dated with hair and how, whatever, it doesn't matter.
The man I dated with hair? Have I only dated one man with hair?
There's one specific man that you should know who I'm talking about.
With lots of hair?
Yep.
Okay, well, we're talking about bald Satan now.
Satan, yeah.
And I remember I never had a worse 4 months in my life.
Yeah.
When we were working together, those 4 months whenever that was, that went down summer, fall.
Yeah.
Whew, I think about that and I didn't like who I was in that moment. I was anxious. I was sick to my stomach.
It sucks.
It sucks, Carla. So yes, I agree with you on this.
That's not a hot take?
No.
Okay.
I mean,
really?
Do you disagree? Does anybody disagree with that?
Turn off your fucking read receipts.
Yeah. If you're someone who enjoys seeing that someone has read your text and then they don't respond right away.
Let us know.
Because
what's going through your mind? If they don't, how long was an appropriate risk? If you read it, if you have your read receipts on.
Yep.
How much time are you allowed?
Do you give? What's permissible?
Yeah.
I think if someone's at work, give them till the end of the work
5
day.
o'clock. You know what I mean? Yeah. 6 o'clock when you get home. Yeah. I don't know.
But if it's a day, 2 days, 3 days, no.
Immediately no.
It's done.
Immediately no.
It's done.
It has to be.
And it's different if they say, oh my God, they text after a day the next morning and say, yesterday some shit went down at work. I read your message and then, my whole team got fired.
Okay, but how many times do you have to hear that until you're turn off your fucking read receipts?
Well, if it's a one-time slip, I'm saying I would give them a pass on that.
But. Yeah. How many passes do you get? 3?
1.
You think?
Yeah.
It's not giving 3 strikes, you're out?
No.
Really?
Because there's other ways that they can strike out too. Like,
oh, sure. Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah.
What's like a big strikeout for you?
Ooh, a big strikeout. Yeah. If I'm seeing someone, what is gonna be? Oh man.
I don't even think. Oh, I got one.
What do you got?
If they're lying, like if they like lie about something that like they
yes,
and then I catch them in the lie.
Yep,
that's a strike.
Also had that with bald Satan.
Yes, Satan does those things.
What was the third thing then? Because I should have gotten him out of that game a long time ago.
I can think of it, but I won't tell you what.
You can think of it?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to say it.
How bad was it?
I think it's really bad. Okay. It involves bed sheets. No?
Bed sheets. No.
Really? Carly, please. I need you to think about it.
Bald Satan.
I think so. There was a situation.
Okay.
I don't want to say on this podcast.
Don't say it, because I don't even know what it is.
Where, like, you had gotten, like, makeup, let's say.
Okay.
Or something similar.
Okay.
On his sheets. And he, like, wanted you to pay for, like, to either... replace them.
I forgot about that.
That to me is crazy.
Holy fuck!
That to me is a strike.
That was a strike. That was it. He should have been out a long time ago.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was insane to me.
My God.
Can I just not? She got something on his sheets, and he was like,
"I had my period."
Yeah, I just didn't want to say it was like my business.
I had my period. It started when I was there. Yeah, and he had like just moved in there, and I think he had gotten some new sheets. I felt awful.
Of course,
but then I don't even know how it came up, but like. Maybe it was that I offered and he was like, okay. But crazy. I was like, either way, that's not.
Yeah.
Just wash them.
Just wash them. What
and
are you
I think he ended
about?
up washing them and it came out and it was fine.
Of course.
And I would have went back over there and I would have cleaned. Like, I get that some people are like very triggered by that. Whatever.
That's fine.
So am I, but it's in my pants once a month. So.
Sorry. It's just like a part of like
being alive.
In a relationship. Yeah. Like it happens.
Yep. You're going to have you're going to puke sometime and I'm going to have to see that. Yeah.
That's a strike as well.
Fucking read receipts.
Yeah. Sorry. Anyways,
you bring out the worst.
Bring out the worst in
that's
people.
A good one. Was that the controversial hot take?
That's just because I leave people unread all the time.
Oh, I mean, whatever.
Yeah, the other one's not controversial. I feel
you read my messages and then I go, I'll text you after like a day and say, are you dead? And then you respond. And then I know we're good.
It's nothing personal.
It's not. I know it's not.
We're not dating. You know what I mean? Like,
we're in this for life. Passes over and over and over.
Of course.
Like,
we're in this.
If you ever didn't want to be my friend, would you just tell me?
No.
So you could potentially not want to be my friend right now and you could just be lying to me?
Mm-hmm.
That's awful.
But that's not the case.
But but like I would never know if it was the case.
There would be signs. There would be signs. You would know.
There would be signs.
Think about like how...
I feel like that's what women say. Like there would be signs.
Yeah, there would be signs.
Okay.
You would know.
Okay.
But I wouldn't just like come out and say it.
You would ghost me.
Yes.
All right, what's your other hot take?
Other hot take. Hot take.
Hot take.
I don't think it's like really cool. It's not cool to be like blunt and honest. Like if by blunt and honest you just mean rude.
Oh, that's your hot take?
Yeah.
Yes.
Stop
I would agree.
Saying
I'm just an honest person.
I just say what's up. You don't have to.
No.
You don't have to.
You don't have to. That's a choice.
That's a choice.
Yep.
And your delivery matters.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yep.
You can say you hate my outfit and that would be rude.
Yep.
You can suggest the change.
Yep.
Give me some other options.
Yep.
That still tells me you hate my outfit and I'm going to be hurt, but...
You know in TV shows when like the wife asks her husband, does my ass look fat in this? Or whatever it is, right? And you get the like dumb men who are like...
Yeah.
Or you get the ones who are like, honey, you're so beautiful and they have a great relationship. Yeah. Anything that's like more complimentary or says like if someone said, you know what? I like these on you, but I really love those jeans you put on for me the other day. You want to wear those? Cool.
They're a good way. They're nice ways to say it.
Yeah.
Being blunt is never, first of all.
Yeah.
Why? I actually don't get why being blunt is a good thing.
Actually, well, okay. Hold on.
Okay.
Being blunt can be a good thing.
Tell me.
Remember when I told you I wanted someone to kiss me and they weren't? So I said, would you like to kiss me? That was me being blunt.
You think?
That's blunt. Just pulling out what like two people are thinking about that no one's saying. That's a blunt thing.
That's
like,
just asking a question.
That is asking a question.
To me, being blunt is like making a statement.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like I guess I don't mean like inquisitive list. Like inquisitive. That's the word. Whatever. Like you know what I mean? Like I don't mean like asking a question. I mean like saying like
the first thing that comes to your head or your mind.
Think about it, please.
Did someone say something recently that was offensive
it's just
to
like
you?
on the like it's just part of dating, honestly.
It's part of dating.
Yeah.
People say things.
People say crazy things. To be fair, on my profile, my header, my like line is like just a girl and her beautiful wiener.
But for real, because Simon's a wiener dog.
I have a wiener dog. Yeah. So like
that's hysterical. And you spell it WIENER?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's so cute.
Yeah. Just a girl and her wiener.
Yeah.
And her beautiful wiener, because he's beautiful.
So funny.
And like I get men all the time that'll match and say, "Oh, you're not one of those, are you?" Or like
one of those.
Yeah. What does that mean?
Someone who loves her dog deeply.
Yeah. Tell me more about that. What do you think? Like,
yeah.
I get people that use the T word all the time.
The T word?
I know. I don't know if it's appropriate to say. Okay. But like transgendered, but like.
Yep.
The
abbreviation for it.
Yeah. All the time.
People will say, "Are you a tranny?"
Or they'll say, "Oh, so you're a."
Oh.
First of all, if I were, there's nothing wrong with that.
And also, like, I would say most of the time people don't disclose it by saying a girl and her beautiful wiener.
Of course. Like, what do you mean? It would be in my profile if I were.
Yeah.
Number one. Number two, there's nothing wrong with being transgendered.
No.
Sorry. Like, to me, that's an instant ick. Like, I'm automatically, and it rules, it like weeds out a lot of
I was going to say
trans phobes, because I really like,
yeah,
that is not something I will put up with. I'm sorry.
I think the only time it could be okay if someone asks, or like, I don't know what the word is, but blunt about it, would be if someone's like, "Hey, I'm actually looking for someone who's transgender." Of course. Right?
Well, that's different.
And like, so based on what your profile says. Yeah. And then you can have a conversation.
Yeah. Then,
like, thank you for not being phobic.
Transphobic, yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Like, I just like, any phobic, obviously, like, yuck. Any, like, ist. Well, no, I wouldn't say that.
Ist.
Like, racist.
Yeah. Sexist.
Feminist. I would say ageist. But ageist is not like a...
I know. Feminism, ageism, like, those are, like, less offensive than racism and sexism. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
But
we fought big fights for those, so.
Of course.
Yeah.
And are still fighting those fights.
And are still fighting them
and
every
have to fight
day.
Every day harder and harder now, because we got people trying to set things back.
Our president.
I didn't say that.
She didn't. I did.
Yeah. I'm not being a hater. I do hate that man, though.
I was just going to say.
No, hate is a strong word.
Hate is a strong word. Honestly,
I strongly dislike him.
Yeah. Yeah.
I strongly dislike a lot of politicians, to be fair.
Yeah. I wouldn't say really there's a politician I'm like overly swayed by, like, I love this person.
Is Michelle Obama a politician? Because then maybe her.
Yeah. I think she's awesome.
Yeah, love her.
Yeah,
but she's not a politician, so
no,
she's just like a cool mom.
She's a
podcast mom. Did you know that? With her brother.
Really?
So cute.
I should.
And she's got like gas. She's got famous people on her shit.
Of course she does.
I think she just had like Amy Poehler.
Michelle Obama, do you want to be on our show?
Michelle Obama, do you want to be a guest on our podcast?
Can we talk about all the work you tried to do for school lunches?
Yikes. We could.
She tried.
That's not something I would talk about with her, to be honest.
No, there's so many other
important things. What's Barack like? Is he such a dork? I feel like he's so dorky.
He's got to be so dorky.
Right? I don't know why.
And like probably the best husband.
Of course. He's probably a great father. He's probably so cool, but like such a dork. Such a dork. I don't know. What's like one question you would ask Michelle Obama? Let me think. I would probably ask like, let me think. Girlie, who does your hair? Who does those braids? Who does that silk press? Because that'd be looking good.
Yeah.
I don't know. No, I'd be like, I don't know. What's been the biggest change from like post-presidency for your life?
Ooh.
That's a good question.
What was the biggest change going into the presidency?
Yeah. How old were her girls were like young when he was president,
I think right? So. Like,
yeah, they're like grown-ups now.
9 and 10.
Oh, what, really?
I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I don't know.
Idea. No clue.
I'm just thinking what they looked like and like what my kids looked like and like age range.
Okay.
Maybe 11.
Yeah, maybe older then. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. That's a really good point. I don't know. But I just feel like now they're really
older.
Smoking cigarettes. They're like, well, I mean, like not regularly, but like they're doing like cool things.
They're doing cool things.
Like smoking cigarettes. Not cool.
Oh, such good hot takes though.
Thank you. Same,
yeah.
Same for you.
Thanks.
That's a good one.
Thanks.
Anything else you want to discuss?
I don't think so.
Sorry, I went so good.
What?
His food smells so good.
Ooh, do you smell that? What's he making?
It smells like guacamole.
You guys, Jason's making us food.
He loves when I'm here.
He does. We talked today. He's You know what? I can't actually say it on the podcast. He's got some changes coming up, though. And we were talking about how his schedule would fit into our current lives. And especially as it relates to making dinner. Because, like, when the kids are here, I meal plan well when the kids are here.
Do you feel like the changes that he's making in his schedule will make it easier for that? Or, like, yeah, I don't think so either.
It's already hard. It's going to get harder. So
just like something you just, like, got to look forward to.
Yeah. I basically said every other week I would like him to plan one dinner. Yeah.
Like, that's doable. Can it be Friday?
Every Monday through Friday, you know?
Okay. Yeah, Friday.
Yeah.
Pizza. Me.
That's fine. If he wants to make it, I'm good with it. He even offered to make pizza tonight. Yeah. And then I said, I kind of want guac. Because I had him pick stuff up for guac for Mother's Day.
He can make pizza on next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday? Okay.
Yeah, and then, like, leave some in the fridge.
Yep.
I would love that.
That would be perfect for us.
Yeah. So easy.
So easy. Because I'm going to want it at some point. So, yeah.
Anyways.
Okay. Thanks for joining us for episode 21.
Yeah.
The legal drinking age episode.
We're legal. One of these days we will get drunk on the podcast. You think?
We can. I'll do shots on the podcast.
Will you?
Fuck yeah.
We'll play like truth or shot.
Oh my God.
Will you really?
Yes, I totally would.
I would do that too.
Yeah. Maybe
some
I
questions.
I shouldn't bring up like business ideas while we're like live. Because like now you have to react in a way that like,
go ahead. Oh God, here we go.
I'm just saying, what if this summer we record an episode like this every other week, and the in between we do things like truth or shot or any other kind of like fun whatever.
That's fine.
Whether it's drinking or something else.
That's fine.
Just
I would
throw
do
it
that.
off a little. Yeah,
I would do that. That makes it easier for like recording wise too.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Within reason.
If you have a fun game or something that you think Carla and I should do.
What is it? Truth or drink? That's what it is.
If we do truth or drink once or twice, anything else, like, yeah. And if you have any truths you want to hear, send them in.
That's a crazy thing to ask people.
Send them in.
Ew, what if it's, Carly,
what if it's
okay.
What if it's what? We don't have to ask all of them.
We won't.
I mean, if we got like 100 of them, we wouldn't.
We're not getting 100 of them.
Help us get 5 of them.
Okay.
I'm going to start calling people out. Andrea, Ashley, Danielle, Betty,
Miguel.
Kendra, Miguel, of course, our number 1 fan.
Second, number 2.
About you. What?
Number 2.
Number 2? Who's number 1?
He says Steph. She also listens every week, so.
Steph does too.
Yeah.
Steph, send us in your truth or shot stuff. So
I feel like she wouldn't, like, I don't know. She could ask a question and I would answer it without
hesitation.
Yeah, that's like not a thing. Yeah. No. Actually, most people could. Not my sister, but pretty much anybody else.
Not your sister?
Hell no.
Why?
Because what the fuck is she going to ask? I just
What sister?
Oh, Kelly does not listen to this podcast. I cannot say it enough. She does not listen to this podcast. One of my family members listens to it. So
hey, Ken.
Love you. She's in Nashville right now. Right.
What?
Right.
Should we?
What if we just
get on a plane and go?
Popped over. They drove. Isn't that crazy?
They drove?
Yeah.
When did they leave?
Yesterday.
So we could catch up with them.
They're there.
All right.
Yeah,
sorry.
Okay.
I started wrapping it up. I had an idea. This is my life. So
thank you so much for tuning in to Make It to Wednesday, a hump day podcast. We are your hosts.
I'm Carly.
And I'm Carla. If you like what we're doing here, feel free to like and subscribe. Give us a thumbs up.
Share our shit.
Share our shit. SOS. SOS. Share our shit. Tell a friend about us. We're having fun. I feel like people are having fun.
Having so much fun.
So much fun. Feel free to leave a comment, leave a like, follow us on all of our social medias, send us an email. Did you see we got an email from a fan?
No,
not a fan,
I'll go check.
A friend, not
okay.
just a fan. Sorry.
Thank you.
Keelan, yeah. We will see you next week for episode 22, where we're like still legal, but like it's gonna be not as fun. Well, it'll
like
be fun.
Not as fun legal.
Yeah, maybe we'll do truth or drink next week.
Don't promise this.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said shit.
Nope,
honestly.
We're not doing that next week.
We'll see. We'll see when that comes. It'll be here eventually, but
eventually
next
this
week.
summer.
This summer.
This summer.
For sure. For sure. Maybe like 4th of July.
Yeah.
Is that when we...
You know what? We're going to stop making promises. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.
Love you guys. Bye.
And that's a wrap on this week's episode of Make It to Wednesday. We hope we've helped you laugh, think, and maybe even get through a tough moment in your week. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, rate, and leave us a review if you loved hanging out with us. Your feedback keeps us going. Follow us on all of our social media for more behind-the-scenes fun and updates. Got a topic or question you want us to tackle? Slide into our DMs or send us an email at makeitowednesdaypod@gmail.com. Thanks for spending part of your week with us. And until next time, keep pushing through. You're doing great. We'll see you next Wednesday.